Resident populations in Dane County are growing. We'll tell you which communities saw the most growth up next. Your real estate news starts now. Thank you for watching your real estate news. I'm Stacy Hansen. It's time for this week's real estate numbers with a look at sales in each county in south central Wisconsin for the month of April 2017, according to the Wisconsin Realtors Association. In Dane County, sales were down 12.7% from last year. In Columbia County, down 25.4%. In Rock County, sales were down 16.9%. In Greene County, down 25.5%. In Sauk County, sales were down 13.6% from April 2016. In Grant County, down 22.9%. In Iowa County, sales were down 50%. In Lafayette County, sales were up 11.1%. In Dodge County, sales were up 9.2%. In Crawford County, up 46.2%. And in Richland County, sales were up 27.3% from April 2016. The total number of homes sold in south central Wisconsin in April 2017 was 1,332. That's down 11.8% from April of 2016. More and more people have been coming to live in Madison. New estimates from the U.S. Census Bureau show that Madison grew more than any other city in Wisconsin from 2015 to 2016. Madison's population has now surpassed 250,000 residents. According to the Wisconsin State Journal, this growth trend isn't contained to just Madison. 3 other Dane County communities were ranked among the top 10 largest population gainers in Wisconsin: Fitchburg, Sun Prairie, and Verona. The new estimates also show that Cross Plains, Verona, and Fitchburg are among the top fastest growing cities and villages in Wisconsin on a percentage basis. County Executive Joe Parisi told the Journal that he credits the continued growth in Dane County to the school districts, environmental protection, and economy, among other factors. Nationwide, the supply of listings in April fell 9% compared with a year ago, and the number of days to sell the average home nationwide fell to just 29, according to the National Association of Realtors. Unfortunately for buyers, the cheapest segments of the market is where supplies are lowest. Sales of homes priced below $100,000 fell 17% in April compared to 2016. And in the under $250,000 segment of the market, they fell more than 6%. That is where the highest demand is from younger buyers. As to whether it's better to buy or rent, experts are saying it's still cheaper to buy a home than rent, but it may be a challenge to find one. If you'd like additional information on these headlines, please reference the media sources you see listed on your screen. You can also like us on Facebook and visit wi57.tv. Stay with us. We'll have more real estate news right after the break. Welcome back to the Real Estate News. I'm now with Dondi Zombat-Falvey of Bella Domicile. Welcome back, Dondi. Always a pleasure to have you here.
Thanks, Stacy.
And let's talk about kitchen remodeling. That's always a fun topic. I love talking about this with you. So let's talk first about how much of the budget you're really wanting to designate to cabinets, because we were talking before we came on air here about how people have some misconceptions about that.
Yeah, absolutely. We have actually in the pie of kitchen remodel, believe it or not, kitchen cabinets account for about 29% of what the typical kitchen budget is. A lot of people have the impression that it's a lot more than that, but there's countertops, floors, walls, doors, plumbing, electrical, and then of course installation. So 29% for cabinets.
So it's still the biggest piece of the pie.
It is.
Not as big of a chunk as people think. Now appliances, I would think, can be kind of pricey too. Do you have some tips for people on saving some money?
Yeah, well, one thing is you may not need to replace all of your appliances when you're doing a kitchen remodel. If that's the case, then I would definitely plan for the next appliance, whatever it may be. That's one idea. And then the least expensive appliance may not always be your best bet. Go for the best value. Energy Star appliances are a great value, but get an appliance that's going to last and perform the way you want it for a long time.
Yeah, because if you're turning around and replacing it in a few years, you're not saving.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about remodeling the kitchen on a budget, sort of
Sure.
keeping it down this flow. What's a good way just to cut down on expenses in general?
Well, probably the biggest thing, if you can keep the same footprint. Now, sometimes people are remodeling their space because they have a frustrating problem that particular layout's not going to fit. But if you can keep the same layout, footprint in the kitchen, you can save a lot of money because you're not relocating mechanicals. A lot of times we can make a big improvement in how the space works, same footprint, but just by changing, more drawer cabinets, larger drawer cabinets, things like that. So we can make a big difference. Maybe go a little bit taller with the cabinets. There's a lot of things that can be done right within the same footprint to ease problems that people are having in the kitchen.
And I love too at Bella Domicile, you really work with the client to decide how they use their kitchen and what they need. You talked about maybe they need more drawers or
Absolutely.
you drill down and you can get it so it's going to work for them. So great advice so far. Any other suggestions for budgeting?
I would say one of the biggest things you could do is when you get your budget or when you're getting your pricing together, don't work on allowances. So sometimes we'll say, okay, we'll put an allowance for the plumbing fixtures or we'll put an allowance for the countertop. Pick the countertop and actually get that item priced. Pick the faucet, get everything priced so that there's no surprises later on in the process. You can decide in the beginning if you want to select a different sink, a different range, a different cabinet, if you know all those costs up front. So my advice is don't work with allowances, get everything selected.
Yes, and definitely get a sense of where you're heading before you get there. What about some extra expenses that could just come up? How do you get a realistic picture?
Well, that's a great idea. I think the biggest thing you can do is work with an experienced contractor that is experienced in the age of your home. First of all, they're going to know and anticipate things that are going to need to be done that they're going to run into. Also, some people will come in and give you a very quick quote. Some people will give you a very detailed proposal. Those are signs that they're looking into a little deeper in and understanding what's actually going to need to be done in your specific project.
So I have to ask you, I love to ask you this, what are some of the trends? What are some of the big things that you're seeing in kitchens right now?
Well, you can really individualize your space. Some people have pets, some people have children, some people are moving in 2 years, some people, they're going to be selling their home. So we can do some things to work for resale or make the space really work for the people that are living in that space. So I think that's the key, is really understanding how each customer is going to use that space and being able to individualize the space for them.
Sounds great. Well, thanks so much, Dondi. Always a pleasure. And stay with us. We'll have more real estate news right after the break. Welcome back to the Real Estate News. eXp Realty is here now. This is Sherry White and Kurt Nichols. We've got a new golf course community at Cherokee Country Club. So, guys, tell us what's special about Turn at Cherokee.
Sure. Well, we think the neighborhood is absolutely beautiful. We have 15 home sites over there, and several of them are along the golf course, and some of them are overlooking Cherokee Marsh. So if you want to live on the golf course in a very beautiful, serene, peaceful, natural environment, it's a great neighborhood for that.
And who doesn't want that? Now, describe to us a little bit more about where this is located.
So it's located on North Sherman at the Cherokee Country Club. And it's a new street, and it's called Perfect Drive. So that's
It says it all. I love it.
Yeah, Perfect Drive. So all the homes are on Perfect Drive. 7 of the lots are on the course on the 9th hole and the 9th green, and 8 of them back up to Sherman, so they overlook the marsh. And the location is just amazing. It's so, like Sherry said, beautiful. You're like out in the country, yet you're minutes away from the interstate, shopping, dining, 20 minutes from downtown. So the location is really great.
It absolutely sounds perfect. Now, what styles of homes are going to be built there?
Well, Cherokee is known as kind of a condominium community, so this is unique because they're actually building single-family homes in this neighborhood now. And they're going to range, starting at around 1,800 square feet, up to probably 3,000 square feet, unless somebody wants to finish off their lower level. They do have quite a few home sites that offer walkout lower levels, so That's a really great feature as well. And they're going to be more on the upscale side, so we're talking about finishes with granite countertops and just really nice amenities.
Very nice. Now, is there a specific builder required for this, or can someone use their own builder? How does that work?
We have a preferred builder, Silverwood Homes. They're a custom builder in Madison. They've been around since 2007. However, if somebody has a builder that they want to build with, then we absolutely will talk to them about that as well.
Now, do you have some special events coming up to promote this new neighborhood?
We are actually working on that now. Cherokee Country Club does a weekly radio show, and it's on Mondays from 6 to 7. And it's Paul Brown and the voice of the Badgers and Dennis Tiziani, and it's called the Golf Effect Show. And what they do is they do like an hour-long live broadcast where they have in-house guests, and then usually it's phone calls in, like Steve Stricker, because they're on tour. So what we're wanting to do is plan some happy hour events to come listen to the broadcast live and to learn more about the turn at Cherokee.
And pretty soon we'll have some model homes going up, some spec homes, so we'll be doing some open houses with those as well.
Sounds like fun. Definitely check that out. Well, thank you so much, and we'll be right back with more after the break. Welcome back to the Real Estate News. I'm now with John Schneider in the studio with Property Revival. Welcome back, John. So, John, we're hearing how people are just having a hard time finding a home in this market. What are you guys doing to help people?
Well, it's a privilege of Property Revival Realty to be able to work with so many great builders, our own construction team, our design services, and really our niche is creating houses in a market. And certainly right now that's a real need for buyers out there because it's a very tight marketplace. The amount of buyers out there seem to exceed the amount of sellers. So creating some of that market is simply our kind of a mission of ours.
That's absolutely true. Now, you have a project going on right now in Middleton. Can you tell us about that one?
Yes, actually. We're working with a builder, Jason Thomas Homes, and Artist Soul Design, our design studio, to put together a property. And this is located at 3721 Cardinal Point in Middleton. It's a fantastic home. It's about 3,700 square feet of finished space, so a very big space for your family to move around in. And it's a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath home that's just spectacularly placed on a large lot in Middleton. So it's available for $695,000. It's certainly a higher priced property, but it lives up to it with its design and the interior finishes.
Yeah, that is an amazing one. And like you said, it is a higher priced property. Do you have anything for those that are looking just to downsize?
Yeah, we see that in the marketplace a lot these days. People, who also, maybe had a larger home like this and are ready to just kind of move down to something that's a bit more low maintenance. And we've actually, we're just kind of wrapping up some construction in Madison on a property at 1810 Don D. It's actually a 2-sided duplex condo, and we've already sold one side and it wasn't even listed yet. So this one, just the other side, 1810, just was listed a few days ago, and it's listed at $315,000. It's just over 200 or 2,400 square feet, right in that ballpark. And it's 3 bedrooms, 3 bath. Again, just a fantastically finished place, very open design, and again, low maintenance. It allows you to have no long work. You don't have to do your snow plowing and that kind of thing. So really helps with those who are kind of looking to not have as much to work on in their house.
That's another great one. And you do have another project going on too.
Yeah, actually, we have a third project that we're working on with Conklin Builders. And again, Property Revival Realty really loves to team up with local builders and create some of these awesome homes. And Ben's done a great job with this house. And it's a sprawling 4,500 square foot ranch, 5 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. Just a great house for entertaining. Just 2, very large open spaces, one on the main level, one in the basement for your family and your guests to spread out and enjoy themselves.
Now, for people looking to find a new home, what's the first step they would take?
Well, in this market, it is really imperative that you find yourself a great real estate agent who understands the local market and can understand how to get you, you'll put your best foot forward when you're making an offer on a house, or if you're getting ready to sell your house, so that you're actually putting your house's best foot foot forward so that you can get that top dollar. And so I strongly recommend reaching out to a professional real estate agent. Certainly Property Revival Realty's agents could help you out, and you can always reach us. We're on the Beltline at 4211 West Beltline Highway, and just reach out to us by phone, email, or check us out at propertyrevival.com.
Yeah, absolutely. There's some amazing things going on at Property Revival, and stay with us. We have more right after the break. Recently, we caught up with Josh Lavick of Keller Williams. They're pitching in at the Second Harvest Food Bank for Red Day.
Yeah, Red Day is a program that was started in 2009 at Keller Williams as a way to renew, energize, and donate our time. So hence the acronym RED. So it was our way to kind of give back to the communities that we serve. It's also one of the leaders in Keller Williams, Mo Anderson, her birthday is right around this time, so we kind of celebrated in honor of her birthday as well. And so today we're here at Second Harvest Food Bank. Goes on across the country throughout all of Keller Williams, and so there's probably over 800 offices are closed today. We're not doing any real estate transactions today. We're just out in the communities serving and helping out today. So I joined Keller Williams in 2010 and really been a part of Red Day ever since. Probably actually May 2011 was my first Red Day experience, and so we kind of rotate where we do it at every year, but we kind of really get everybody in all of our offices to participate if at all possible. We've got around 200 agents in our offices, so at least in the Madison area. Yeah, so my job is we're doing a lot of cereal work today. So they've got a bunch of pallets of cereal in, and so our job as a group is to break down these massive pallets of cereal and bag it into smaller bags and then put it into boxes and containers. So after it's kind of an assembly line, so once the bags are full, part of my job is to put the bags in the boxes and then seal it up and then get it repackaged and ready for shipment out. I love being a part of Red Day, mostly just because it really is a chance to just be grateful for just the many blessings that we have, and just to be able to give back to some of the wonderful organizations in our community and get to know them better. People that are watching right now want to get involved, they certainly can do so. We are actually taking some donations to give back to Second Harvest Food Bank for this year's Red Day. They'll take donations of obviously food and other items, and then or if monetary donations as well. The only other thing I'd say to anyone who's watching is just to, for our viewers, is to really just know how much both myself and the agents at Keller Williams really care about our community, not just real estate. Obviously we're here to help with any real estate transactions or real estate needs you might have, but we also care about our community, and that's part of our reason for giving them back today.
Thanks, Josh. Stay with us. We'll have more right after the break. Welcome back to the Real Estate News. I'm now with Andrew Kimball of Kimball Realtors. So Andrew, how is the market in the Dells area?
It's really good. With our company, we sell a lot of vacation homes and condominiums, and this is definitely the most exciting, most busiest time of the year for the vacation homes and condominiums. So really good time.
Yeah, so there's a lot of movement out there. Tell us about your latest listings.
Yeah, we just listed a couple of condominiums at Starlight Point Condominiums, and that's right on Lake Delton. They've got a very nice outdoor pool. They have bolt slips available, common green space areas. We listed a one-bedroom, unit 13, for $64,900, and we also listed a two-bedroom for $89,900. Both units there at Starlight Point Condominiums on Lake Delton in Wisconsin Dells.
Very nice. Now, do you also have condos that would have maybe a short-term rental program for
Sure.
people that are just there a short time?
Yeah, one of my favorite ones to work with is Caribbean Club. They've got a very good short-term rental program there, and we have two new listings there as well. We just listed unit number 207. That's a one-bedroom unit, and that one is at $73,900. And we also have a two-bedroom unit listed there, unit 204, that's listed at $95,000. That one's got the rental program, it has the indoor-outdoor pool, it has a hot tub, it has a sauna, and again, that one's also right on Lake Delton, so if someone looking for a rental program or one they can use themselves as well, Caribbean Club's a really nice option.
So I wonder about financing on some of these vacation homes and condos. Is it different?
It is a little bit different than traditional financing because often it's going to be used as a second home and not their primary residence, so the type of lending is going to be different. So when you're talking to your lender, you want to let them know exactly what you're looking for, and we can talk with you about what you're going to need to tell your lender as far as the different types of amenities that the program has, if it has that rental program that I was mentioning, because that's going to be important to the lender. So we can definitely set you up on what to tell your lender when you're looking for this type of condo.
So where can somebody go to learn some more about these listings?
Sure. Easiest way would just be to go to our website, wisconsindellshomesforsale.com, and check on our listings, or they can call me directly also. My phone number is 608-477-3476. Love to talk to them about any of their real estate needs, whether it's a vacation condo or condominium or home, anything at all we can help them with.
And a seller can still get listed with you too, right?
They definitely can. This is, like I said, the most exciting time of year for real estate, busiest time of the year, but we can still get you listed and get you on the market now. A lot of buyers out there looking, and so great time for sellers to get on the market right now.
Exciting times. Well, thanks so much, Andrew.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Thank you to our guests for stopping by today, and thank you also our viewers for tuning in. Join us again next week. I'm Stacy Hansen for the Real Estate News, making a positive impact and leading the real estate market.